Why now? Why is now the right time for more Matrix?
Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just come out and get to like ask the gigantic question that is like, it wasn't planned. It was not orchestrated in any way.
In the original, Neo wasn't allowed to die because Trinity loved him. In Reloaded,
you can't die because I love you.
in Reloaded, Trinity wasn't allowed to die because Neo loved her. And then in Revolutions, they both died. And here it's,
but they still loved each other.
And here it's, oh, you're jacked in. You still have to look at me because we love each other. What the? What? What? Come on. This is where this movie loses it for me, because from this point out, it basically becomes a love story. The motivations for all of the characters
of the Matrix is a love story.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's stop. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So let's go. Let me just
The
say.
original, hang on, let me finish this. The original trilogy, the love story was the B plot, even the C plot. If you want to say that, I'll agree with you 100%. From this point on, the motivations of every character in this movie is we have to get the two of them back together.
Yeah. Why? This whole movie has no purpose.
No.
There are no high
After this
stakes.
point-
Everybody's living happily eating strawberries and blueberries with the synthesoids or whatever.
Exactly what Lee just said. Everybody's
This whole
happy.
thing is just-
Everybody's happy eating
nostalgia.
strawberries. Everybody's happy eating strawberries. We have to risk everything to make sure that Neo and Trinity can live a happy life together. That's what this movie turns into from this point on.
I know, because
this is where I
because
have
God
a problem.
forbid she goes back and takes her kids to soccer practice.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is and Chuck, dude.
That's my whole problem. My whole issue with this movie is the stakes. The stakes were not high.
I was
for
wondering-
anything. Like
see-
they didn't need him for anything.
So for the past hour or so, I've been wondering, like, wow, Lee's really quiet, and now I know why. This is the point. I really hope this is the
my
point
whole
where you
point
turn
is,
on.
like, because it's because the whole point is like you watch a movie and you're like, here's a clear goal, here's a clear purpose and a clear reason. But this made the whole movie was just like, but why though? Oh, just to make another movie. No other reason. They were just making another movie. They didn't have a reason for it, because guess what? It was funny to me because you could make up any story. The machines changed their mind and they're against us again. No. The machines are good.
The machines are good.
So what's the problem?
The only problem
I don't know.
here, and we're gonna get to it later here. The only problem here is the machines are at war with themselves. What does that have to do with the people in Io? What does that have to
Nothing.
do with Neo and Trinity? Nothing. It has
It
nothing
was
to
a
do with
bunch
them.
of people. It was a bunch of fanboys who just loved Neo and wanted to see him come back so they can hang out with him. And then he's like, "But I want my girlfriend."
Hold
and
on,
they go,
hold on.
"Oh,
We're
okay,
yeah, we're
let's do
getting
that."
there, because there's actually, and I know I'm jumping ahead, there's
We're
legit a
jumping way
character
ahead.
on the ship that they call a Neoologist.
Exactly.
What?
Yes. Yes. He's the crazy
Oh my
Jesus
God.
freak,
Yeah,
Neo
yes,
freak.
Yes,
Yes.
And he's
Oh my
not the only
gosh.
one. He's not. There's
I
another
know.
one. There's like a guard who's like tasked with bring Neo to his cell, and he cannot
Oh,
help.
Shepard,
He
yeah.
cannot help but being smitten on this elevator. It's ridiculous.
absolutely.
It's absolutely
I'm
ridiculous. No, don't be sorry.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
This is my
Don't be sorry, man. Hey,
this is
you
my favorite podcast to date.
you wanted.
I've just been keeping my mouth shut this whole time
And I
because
know-
I'm just like, I just want you to get to a point where I can finally say this movie has no point. It goes nowhere. There's no purpose for it.
You know what?
It's just to make another movie.
I'm Lee. I am 100%
It's like a horror
on board
movie.
with you. I'm 100%
You know what?
on
I
board
agree
with you. But
I agree with that. I agree that they made this movie just to make a movie, but I still like it.
I'm on board. I'm on board with what Lee is saying. I'm 100% on board with him, but this is a podcast that we do, and I have to go through it the way that I go through every other movie. But I agree 100% with him. The first, that's why I was so disappointed. That's why I was so upset. Like, the first act of this movie, up until this point, is phenomenal. I really enjoyed a lot of the ideas that it was introducing.
see, but
and then it gets here, and it's like, None of that mattered. Is Neo crazy? No. Is Neil Patrick?
No, but see, the thing is though, is when I understand why they make the movie, like when we talked about Spider-Man, they brought in the other two Spider-Men for fan-sake purposes. And we talked about it and going, yeah, if they didn't do that, that would be half the way. They did it for that reason.
There was
But it
more.
made
But
sense.
it made sense.
It went somewhere.
They came in
It
for a
made
reason.
sense.
There
Right,
was
but
there
this-
was
but the
there was
whole
a
thing is,
spell,
though-
and Strange made a lot of mistakes, and they had to fix everything. And now
you have to
and the two
realize, though,
Spider-Men
that
were
this is
there as
just
a byproduct of that. This is just.
You have to realize that there's going to be 2 more movies after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are they gonna do?
So-
Please.
What are they gonna do?
Don't
What
do
what
it.
what are they gonna do? That's why I asked. Like legit. Like I'm 100% expecting rainbows in the sky. It's gonna happen. Like this was so wow. And again, I do want to say Leonard Wachowski threw that line about Warner Brothers in this movie for a reason, and I appreciate that because it makes it's basically an apology, and I love that. But oh man, this is
You still could have made it better.
See, the thing
Absolutely.
is I agree with everything you guys are saying, but it doesn't take away that I like the
fine.
movie stuff.
I'm glad that you like the movie. I'm really happy for you that you like this movie, and I'm
That's
excited to
like-
continue this conversation with you, and I'm excited to hear you continue to justify yourself for liking this movie. But this, oh wow, wow. Did you want to add something else, Lee? Or
No.
Yeah, he did. Go ahead and say
No.
it.
you had
Go ahead
something
and
else to
say
say?
it.
You did have
Don't
something.
hold back.
It's just like I'm just thinking like, okay, when we watch movies, when Will and I watch a movie, we'll watch it for a few different reasons. One, we want to watch something dumb and mindless. We want to watch something funny, or we want to watch something that makes us think, right? Like, I mean, those are the 3 things I would watch a movie for.
That last point that you made, however, I know where you're going. I just want to add that last point that you made about making you think. That's not the norm.
Not the norm to what?
That doesn't appeal to mainstream. People
No.
generally want to watch something
No.
stupid and pointless and mindless, and that they can go to the theater with their friends and have a good time and popcorn and the whole thing, and then leave the theater
Right.
and forget about it. Like, so yeah,
Mhm.
you and I will, and Chuck as well, we will watch movies because they make us think. I just want to throw that out there. That's not the norm.
Well, it's not so much make us think, like make us like surprised or there's a twist there, like but no, we want to watch it because we want to get a story, like I guess not even just think, but we want to be filled. Like we want to watch something because we want it to hit all these different parts. Like Forrest Gump, I still have to say it's in my top 10. Because it hits all these different parts. You've got like action, you've got comedy, you've got drama, and it all kind of connects. And you're like, oh, like I'm filled when I watch that movie. I haven't watched it in years. I'd love to watch that movie all the way through again because it's got so much to it. But this is kind of like, think of it this way. You have a nice meal, right? Steak tips, potatoes, think of like a really good meal, nice, filling meal. And then you have cotton candy. This is cotton candy. Like it's there, and then as soon as it touches your tongue, it just disappears. You get this weird sugar rush, and then next thing you know, the skies are frickin' rainbows. All right? That's what this is. Okay? I want a steak dinner when I watch a movie. I don't want cotton candy.
I'm with you. I know where you're coming from.
Hey everybody, Lee from Black and White Reviews here. Just wanted to take a moment to thank you for tuning in, checking out our conversation. If you like this discussion and you want to hear more about this specific subject or other things, check us out on our podcasting sites, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, or Google Podcasts. We're up on pretty much all of them. So yeah, thanks again for popping by, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.